Hey, this is News by Jay and her son Wu. I'm just getting his 17-year-old opinion on the ASAP Rocky trial. So ASAP Rocky pled not guilty, son. What do you think? Was that a smart move?
Yeah, it's a smart move. He's confident because of the fact that he believes he is innocent, or there's not enough evidence to present in court to put a case against him to lock him up. And I think that's very important, and that plays a huge role. Confidence plays a huge role in how your case will turn out.
ASAP Rocky pleads not guilty to assault charges. The rapper, whose real name is Rakim Mayers, is accused of shooting a former friend last November on a Hollywood street. His arraignment was this morning in downtown LA. Mayers is facing 2 charges of using a semi-automatic weapon to assault Terrell Efron, who has also filed a civil suit against the rapper. Mayers was arrested in April after returning from a trip to Barbados with his girlfriend Rihanna. At the time, she was 8 months pregnant with their first child together. The baby was born in May.
So, son, a 180-day plea deal opposed to decades in prison. Why do you think ASAP Rocky rejected so sweet of a deal?
I think ASAP Rocky rejected that deal again because he's confident that he's innocent, or he's confident that prosecution doesn't have enough evidence against him to lock him up. So they're using this as a way to have a conviction succession rate by getting him to agree to the plea deal. But he's saying no because he believes he is innocent.
So, do you believe ASAP Rocky is innocent? Or do you believe ASAP Rocky believes there is no evidence? That's a tough one, isn't it?
It is, but I'm going to go with he believes he's innocent because the confidence really comes from the fact that you believe that you are innocent.
So, although it's based on evidence, you believe he's going with the innocent until proven guilty.
Yep, I think he's taking that route, which makes sense.
Okay, all right, I can go with that. Okay, I could see your point of view.
Opening statements in the ASAP Rocky case are expected to start today. The Grammy-nominated rapper is facing 2 felony charges related to a 2021 incident where he's accused of allegedly shooting at former friend ASAP Rocky during a confrontation. ASAP Rocky turned down a plea deal offered to him yesterday, so he's pleaded not guilty and could face up to 24 years in prison if convicted. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer joins me now for more on that. Brian, what do you make of this 11th hour plea offer? Do we know what was in it, and what's your reaction to hearing he turned it down?
So as you put it, the 11th hour plea deal, or plea offer at least, does happen regularly in criminal cases. You often will get a plea deal that's offered to a defendant just before trial begins. And what we know of it was an offer of 180 days, or basically 6 months, 3 years of probation, and then 7 years of a suspended sentence. All in all, he would have probably did shy of 6 months when you think about good time as well, but he turned it down. And ultimately, it is the client or the defendant's right to accept or reject an offer. This would either suggest that he truly believes that he's innocent, believes he has a strong case, or it also, looking at the other side, it kind of raises the question of, does a prosecutor believe they have a strong enough case? Because why such a low offer of 6 months when, as you pointed out, he can do years, decades in prison?
What are you watching for in opening statements today?
I really want to see what comes out from the defense. We already really know what the prosecutor is saying, that ASAP Rocky pointed a gun in the direction of ASAP Rocky, shot at him. We've seen through the civil lawsuit with ASAP Rocky that he says that fragments or the bullet grazed his knuckles and those are the injuries. But what's the defense going to raise? That we've seen tells from his defense attorney saying it was a prop gun. People may come and testify that ASAP Rocky carries a prop gun with him, or that there's no sparks coming from the muzzle of the gun. So how are you even telling that this gun actually went off? I want to see the narrative that they put out in the opening, though.
Now, ASAP Rocky has waived his right to appear in person at the trial. Why do that? And what do you make of that, given his attorney is now saying he will be present in the courtroom?
Yeah, some very contradicting statements. Oftentimes, waiving your right to be present at a trial is probably the worst idea because you literally have a jury there judging your every move, your every mistake or proper move that you make, and not being present can be seen as a way of kind of disregarding the judge, the court, the process, or even the jury. I do think he will ultimately be there. This is a case, especially from a factual standpoint, where the defense is going to really rely on what he knows and what occurred. So when they're cross-examining a witness, even the star witness, A$AP Relly, they're going to want to bounce ideas off of A$AP Rocky. So I think he might have waived his right just to be like, hey, I can come and go as I please. But I do think ultimately he will be there, and that's in his best interest.
But he can't be prevented from coming because he waived it.
No. It is, even if he waives a right, he can still be present in court. It's still his ability and his right to be present during these public hearings.
All right, ABC News contributor Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, thank you.
So we just watched a video of A$AP Rocky's alleged assault to A$AP Relly, allegedly. How good was the quality of the video? Can you tell that was A$AP Rocky? I know I sure couldn't, but how about you? Could you tell?
I couldn't tell that it was A$AP Rocky or any other guy they just found across the street. The second video, I'm going to touch on that before I touch on the first video. That second video, it just looked like two shadows fighting across the street. Like you said, it just felt like it was not clear enough. It was too grainy. It was too far for you to just say, "Oh yeah, that's A$AP Rocky and A$AP Relly." How do you know that? It could just been a bunch of random kids or teenage boys got into it. Happens a lot, and they just was fighting. They couldn't. It doesn't prove that it was them. And in video one, you don't even get a clear face or a clear side profile, anything of perpetrator number one. You don't see who he is or what. You didn't see his hair, none of that. You could just see he got a hoodie on, and you could tell that he's a black dark-skinned male because of his side profile. But you only could see a little of his side profile. So it's just that's too vague evidence.
So if they came to you and said, "We need you to positively ID this person in this video as A$AP Rocky," will you be able to do that?
I couldn't do that for them because this video is not clear enough. None of them show anything.
And as far as the quality of the video, how good is the quality of the video?
Video number one's quality was all right. It was good to where if I seen his face or if his face happened to come into the camera, I would be able to identify him. Video two is way too grainy. It just looked like a bunch of stick figures.
So are you saying in video number one, even though it was okay quality, you still wouldn't be able to positively say that
the
that
angle
was
isn't good
A$AP
enough.
Rocky?
No, I wouldn't
Okay.
be able to.
Got you.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And me and my mother will catch you guys next time. Make sure y'all like, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell to tune in. And we'll catch y'all. Have a great night.